Hello, everyone. My name is Cynthia Waldrop. I'll be presenting, and this is Accepting Affluence and Love Group Program, your community membership, July 2015. Always just to remind ourselves why this program. We all want more of something. What is it that you want more of? More love, more abundance, more peace, or more connection? This program is designed to expand your capacity to receive so that you can attract what you desire. Check-in, insights, celebrations, inspirations, awarenesses. I want to know what new insights you have. What are you celebrating? Do you have a good story, a really, really good story? I want to hear it. Or maybe you have questions. I want you to share them with me either by email or share in the Facebook group. Share and support each other. And as always, when you put it out there and you are witnessed, whatever it is, your intention or your awareness, it is then magnified and we can all get behind it. Attract an intention. Today I choose life. Every morning when I wake up, I can choose joy, happiness, negativity, or even pain, to feel the freedom that comes from being able to continue to make mistakes and choices. Today, I choose to feel life, not to deny my humanity, but embrace it. And I love that because it really is, what are we choosing? And then owning that we are choosing our experience. So set your intention this month. What do you want? What do you want to attract? What do you want to manifest? Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. What you focus on and what you give energy, it comes back to you and attracts. And I always like to ask for it to be easy and fun. If you prefer struggle and challenge, then go for it. The topic this month is choice. I love these two quotes. Happiness is a choice. You can choose to be happy. There's going to be stress in life, but it's your choice whether you let it affect you or not. Too often in life, something happens and we blame other people for us not being happy or satisfied or even fulfilled. So the point is, we all have choices, and we make the choice to accept people or situations or to not accept situations. I had this one friend, this was many, many years ago, and he was going through a divorce. And it wasn't too messy, but it also wasn't very smooth. And in the middle of it, he called in to the office, and I picked up the phone and I talked to him, and I said, "So how are you doing?" And he said, "I'm doing good. I'm happy." And I said, "You are?" And he said, "Well, yeah, it's a choice." And I thought that was so poignant because he was dead on serious. Like, he was committed to his happiness regardless of the situations. So we are going to look at creating your reality. How are you creating your reality? This is going to be the Creating Your Reality series. And so the first thing we're going to look at creating your reality is choice. What is showing up around you is what you are unconsciously choosing out of the choices that you made. Then we're going to look at intentionally choosing. Intentionally choosing to create your reality, and then we're going to look at what are you committing to and how committed are you and what's the energy behind your commitment. So choice, what are you choosing each day, every moment? What is showing up in your life? Do you know that your thoughts, unconscious patterns, and internal experience are creating your reality? There's saying, if you want to know how you're doing, look around you, or if you want to see how you're doing, look who you're hanging around with. Are they loving people? Is there loving people around you, or are they complaining? What are continual themes that keep showing up? Whatever you are, whatever's going on inside of you will project out and create the reality outside of yourself. So, and a lot of this is unconscious, but if we want to change, then we need to go within. So that's what we're going to look at, is what's happening around you and what are you unconsciously choosing. Then we're going to look at intentionally choosing, and we're going to do a self-test. If you would like to get a pen and paper, you may pause this right now and go and do it. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you some questions with your eyes closed, and the very first number that comes to you, we're going to trust. So I'm going to ask you a question on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very little or not at all, and 10 being very high or totally awesome. You have the power to create anything you want on a scale of 1 to 10. First number that comes to you? Excellent. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very little, not at all, 10 being yes, totally awesome. You have the primary relationship you want. Very good. On a scale of 1 to 10, you have joy every day. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very little or not at all, 10 being very high, totally awesome, you feel empowered and easily make changes. On a scale of 1 to 10, you are confident and at ease in your career. On a scale of 1 to 10, you are comfortable in your own body. 1 being very little or not at all, 10 being very high, totally awesome. I love it. On a scale of 1 to 10, last question. You know you can change and feel free to do so. You are untrapped. 1, very little. 10, totally can. Good. So that's just for you. If you had any insight or surprises or awareness around that, I'd love to hear about it. You can email me or bring that to the group call. We did kind of arrange looking at, if we feel empowered, our relationship, our internal experience, our career, our body. And so some of you it'll be interesting to see if some of you have the same number for all of it, or if you kind of go up and down, that some numbers are more high and some are lower. Now we're going to look at commitment. Do you have both feet in? No matter what. As I commit, no matter what, I know that I'm going to do it. Or do you have 1 foot out the door? Do you commit fully with an open, loving heart? And this is commitment really from an open, loving heart, not from fear, lack, or obligation, not from end results. A lot of times people commit to an end result, and I like to commit to a value. So I am totally committed to my marriage being happy, loving, and full of life, full of fun. And so I'm not just committed to my marriage, I'm committed to how I'm going to participate in my marriage, right? Or people can commit to losing 10 pounds. Well, I commit to losing 10 pounds and feeling really good in my body no matter how much weight I lose. And so you want to check in with what you feel committed to, and can you shift it to love from fear? And then I love this quote, no, try not, do or do not, there is no try. And a lot of times that is what stops manifestation. If we're looking at, well, I'm going to try. Well, that energy of trying, we never land anywhere. So a lot of times we have to step into something with both feet so that we can experience it, feel it, and then if it's not right, we step out. This is your worksheet. Observe what is showing up around you. Look for themes. Are people happy around you? Are they miserable? I was talking with this one client this week, and she was talking about how she's a very, very gifted coach and healer, and she was talking about how people around her, she has to convince them they're always going to poo-paw her. And I said, well, let's choose a different reality. I mean, let's choose the reality that I see you in, because she is totally awesome. I do whatever she says. I believe her, and I so appreciate her. I said, let's clear out whatever that unconscious stuff is that you're choosing, that people aren't going to be a certain way. And so I can't wait to hear if that shifted for her. Then you're going to intentionally choose your experience no matter what. List 3 emotions or values you want to experience tomorrow. A lot of times in the morning before I get out of bed, I look at my day and I'm like, today is going to be full of fun, stimulation, or a really cool challenge that I love, or something like that. But I always put an intention on my day so that I know that I can bring that in. And then when it shows up, I celebrate it. Are you wishy-washy about some of your choices? That's like the Yoda trying, right? Name one situation you go back and forth on. And then we're going to look at, what are you committed to and how? From love or fear? What commitments do you need to clean up? Where do you feel obligated or trapped? And it's not even necessarily that you need to end that relationship or end that situation or leave your job or your career. It's just maybe you need to choose to do it. Maybe you need to frame it differently so that you feel empowered in the relationship or within yourself or in your body or in your career, etc. And then you're going to commit fully with an open heart, either to yourself, your life, or your purpose. So I want you to pick one area you're willing to commit to. Be specific, such as health, weight, self-care, a dollar amount, to opening your heart, to accepting affection, bringing in more clients or patients, etc. And I want you to really feel that you swing open the doors of your heart to that area in your life. You commit fully with an open heart. And then if your heart is not fully committed, let's look at what's behind that. What are you protecting? Is there some fear based there, past pain, or doubt? Now, a lot of times it's not about fully stepping in, it's about fully stepping out. And it may be appropriate to commit to yourself and to let go of something and step out with both feet. A lot of times it's very hard to open a new door if we're leaving a door open, or it's hard to write a new chapter in our life if we've left a door open. So do you need to close a door? And if not, what is tethering you to either that person or that situation? This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. I love that. And so that's just a very dramatic quote for creating a new story. All right, your focus this month, choice, worksheet, bring your insights to the group call. Group conference call now are on Mondays. If you weren't aware of that, I apologize, but for the people who gave me their choices, Monday came back as the top. So Monday, July 13th at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Check your inbox for instructions, and then post in the group forum on Facebook and support each other. And then you'll also look for weekly action steps. All right, this is your community membership. Every month you'll get access to webinars, very exciting ones like this one, a different topic each month. Worksheet for clarity and discovery, monthly focus, weekly action, group conference call, and a group forum. And why are we doing this? Well, for big love, big money, for a big, big life. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or call me. And I look forward to talking to you all on the group call.